Welcome, dear viewers, to Whatever You Need, your home for the untold stories that lie behind fame's glittering surface. Here, we uncover not only what happens in front of the cameras, but also the raw emotions hidden behind them. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe, like, and click the join button to support us. Because today, we're talking about one of the most emotional moments Turkish television has seen in years, Barış Arduç's tearful confession about his past love, Elçin Sangu. It began like an ordinary press encounter, flashing lights, journalists shouting questions, and a familiar face smiling politely through it all. But this time, something in Barış Arduç's eyes told a different story. The actor, known for his composure and charisma, suddenly faltered. As a question about his private life surfaced, the confident mask of the screen idol slipped away, revealing a man quietly carrying the weight of a love he could not forget. Moments later, his trembling voice broke through the hum of the crowd. "I loved Elçin very much. Maybe too much. Sometimes, loving too deeply becomes your biggest mistake." The cameras, for once, didn't chase glamour, they captured heartbreak. That single confession, raw and unfiltered, tore through social media like wildfire. Within hours, his emotional words were trending across every platform. Fans reposted his quotes with teary emojis and heartfelt captions. Others speculated whether the actor's vulnerability was a sign of reconciliation, or simply a long overdue release from pain. For those who followed their story from the beginning, Barış and Elçin were more than co-stars, they were the living embodiment of on-screen chemistry. Their partnership in the beloved series had once enchanted millions, sparking rumors that their affection had transcended fiction. When the show ended, whispers of a real-life romance only intensified. Though both remained discreet, their connection was evident to anyone who watched them share a scene. But like many great stories, theirs came to an unexpected halt. The reasons remained cloaked in mystery, creative differences, family pressures, timing. Until now, no one had truly understood what went wrong. And then came Barış's tearful words, "Sometimes life brings two people together at the wrong time. My heart broke, but there was nothing else I could do." The statement struck a universal chord. Love, timing, regret, it was all there, spoken not as a celebrity, but as a man still haunted by what might have been. If this story already has your heart aching, take a moment to like this video, and tell us your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe in second chances in love? Should Barış and Elçin find their way back to each other? Don't forget to subscribe and hit join to help Whatever You Need keep uncovering the emotional truths behind the spotlight. Witnesses from the press event later described a silence falling over the room as Barış's eyes welled with tears. His sincerity disarmed even the most relentless reporters. Some tried to comfort him, others respectfully lowered their cameras. "He wasn't performing," one journalist remarked. "He was simply living through something again." People close to the actor say this was not a sudden breakdown, but the eruption of years of contained emotion. Barış has always been someone who hides his feelings, one longtime friend revealed. But when it comes to Elçin, the pain never really went away. He loved her with all his heart, and losing her changed him. His words, "I loved her too much, and that was my biggest mistake," have been dissected endlessly. Some see regret, others see longing. Many fans argue that such emotion cannot come from someone who has moved on. "He's still in love," one fan wrote under a viral post. "You can hear it in his voice." Even those unfamiliar with their past romance found themselves captivated by the vulnerability of the moment. In an age where public figures often hide behind rehearsed statements, Barış's honesty felt like a rare act of courage. One entertainment columnist wrote, "He didn't cry for the cameras, he cried because the cameras finally caught the truth." In the aftermath of his confession, reports began to emerge suggesting that the rift between Barış and Elçin was not merely emotional but also familial. A source close to the Arduç family revealed that Barış's deep affection for Elçin had caused friction at home. He wanted to protect that relationship, the family friend explained, but he also didn't want to hurt his parents. He was torn between loyalty and love. Such details painted his tears in an even more tragic light, not as weakness, but as the quiet collapse of a man pulled in two directions. The source added, "Barış has carried that pain for years. He's not angry, just tired." It seems that those inner conflicts have also spilled into his professional life. Crew members from his latest project have described the actor as more withdrawn than usual. "He's still professional, always punctual, always focused," one team member said. "But there's a sadness in his eyes you can't ignore." What do you think, dear viewers? Can love survive fame, family expectations, and time? Do you believe Barış's confession was closure, or a quiet plea for a second chance? Comment below, and if you love stories that reveal the emotional depth behind celebrity life, subscribe and support whatever you need. Together, we uncover the heart behind the headlines. As Barış's confession echoed across platforms, all eyes turned toward one person, Elçin Sangu. Would she respond? Would she break her silence after all these years? So far, she hasn't. The actress has neither denied nor acknowledged the emotional storm her former partner's words unleashed. Yet insiders claim she, too, has occasionally confided feelings of regret. "I loved him deeply," she allegedly told a friend, "but circumstances kept us apart." Whether those words were ever meant to reach the public, no one knows, but they've only fueled the flames of speculation. Entertainment reporters are already predicting that if both stars cross paths again, whether by chance or through a new project, the reunion will dominate headlines once more. Some fans even dream of seeing them together again on screen, believing that their chemistry remains unmatched. This emotional revelation has reminded the public of something easily forgotten in the glamour of celebrity life. Behind every flawless photo and polished interview lies a human being, vulnerable and imperfect. Barış Arduç, often admired for his confidence, proved through tears that fame does not shield one from heartbreak. His emotional honesty transformed him from a screen idol into a man audiences could deeply empathize with. The echoes of Barış's confession continue to ripple through both the media and the hearts of fans. Posts multiply each day, filled with hope, nostalgia, and longing. "Great loves rise from ashes," one fan wrote, echoing the sentiment that this may not be the end of the story. Others, however, warn that revisiting old wounds may bring more pain than healing. Meanwhile, those close to the actor insist that he has begun to accept the past. Yet, as one insider noted, when Barış speaks of her, there's always a pause, a silence that says more than words ever could. And so, dear viewers, we are left with a confession that shook an entire nation, not because it revealed scandal, but because it revealed sincerity. In his tears, Barış Arduç reminded us that love, no matter how glamorous or distant, is still the one thing capable of humbling even the brightest stars. What do you think? Will fate bring Barış and Elçin back together, or is this confession his way of saying goodbye for good? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget, subscribe to whatever you need, tap the join button, and be part of our growing community of story lovers. Because here, we don't just follow the headlines, we uncover the hearts that make them beat.